I don't know if y'all seen the news or got the news or whatever, but we got New England just picked up K.J. Osborn, man, from the Vikings, man. Let me see what they got to say about it.
Breaking news on Patriots today by Chat Sports. Harrison Graham, Nick Roloff with you. Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport had the scoop first that the Patriots are signing former Vikings.
Man, our team coming together, bro.
Osborn, I believe 1-year deal. I don't know if that part of it's been announced, but I would assume that's the case. Rolly, we've been waiting for a wide receiver. Sure, it's not a number one, but a guy who's got 540 yards or more in each of the last 3 years, he's at least a guy who I would consider an upgrade over Devontae Parker, who's not here, and maybe this signals a potential Juju Smith-Schuster exit.
Yeah, no.
It's an upgrade
like
for
this
me.
Move. And listen, it's not going to be so.
I mean, I seen him play a little. He got something, man.
Pusher, but he is going to come in and do what he has always done, like in a good role. Like he'll push you downfield. He's got good speed to him, and this is something that is going to make, I think, Patriots fans happy when they look at this team in the fall. I was looking to see if there was
everything falling together, bro. We're gonna be one of the best. I'm telling you.
This is a good signing. I don't get twisted. I really do like this move for New England. I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed with the fact it's not a
them crybabies, man. They gonna be disappointed, man. I like it. I like the fact that we got him.
Be a solid number 3, number 4. And I know we needed a wide receiver 1, but sometimes those guys aren't out there for New England, and it kind of feels like that's the case right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no one out. Even Mike Williams, to me, isn't a number 1 at this point with his injury history. Like, you're hoping he's a good number 2. Kind of already have that in Kendrick Bourne. So, look, I like it. I mean, I would say he's probably in the same caliber of players to Mario Douglas, but they're different types of players. Osborne's a little bit bigger, obviously. He can play some on the outside. It's kind of crazy. His first year, he was just a special teamer, return man, gunner, and then out of nowhere has 2 really good years. Took a slight step back this year, but with Kirk Cousins hurt, it's not surprising that his production went down.
He'll get 3 touchdowns, man. He can get us some touchdowns.
A little bit vertically.
What I'm seeing.
Some of those deep crossers. I think it gives you good competition for wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, and look, if you're going to get a wide receiver 1 at this point, your best chance of finding that is probably in the NFL draft unless you trade for a T. Higgins or a Brandon Ayuk. So I like the move. I can't imagine it's going to be more than
it'd be crazy if we get T. Higgins, though,
guess.
bro. Telling you, it'd be
to
crazy.
Again, those details aren't in just yet, but
Ayuk.
rate the signing for us, A, B, C, D, or F. You need a receiver. It's not going to cost a ton. I'd give it a solid B signing.
Yeah, B. I give it a B. B plus.
But it gets you another player in that room.
Yeah, I actually like it. B feels like a really good grade to me. And we've talked a lot over the past couple episodes on the channel about adding a wide receiver because the Patriots need that true X guy, that outside that can push the ball downfield and threaten a defense.
Exactly, man. All these pieces coming together,
For
man.
the
It's like
love
a
of
puzzle,
peaceful
bro. I'm
nights,
telling you.
at Zarbee's, we've got sleeping well.
I'm not worried
down
about
to a
it with the
science.
moves we making.
What if I told you it was possible to make over 6 figures a year working 2 hours per day? I was able to make $2.6 million last year with this exact.
Man, I'm not worried about it because we making the right decisions, man. A lot of people, I'm not crying about it because it's gonna be my team forever. Win or lose or draw, win, lose or draw. But at the same time, it's like we making the right decisions.
You've already seen on screen of between 500 and 700 yards. I would expect him to be there again. And obviously, things are going to change with free agency continuing to go on, and then you've got the NFL draft. But to me, it's going to be KJ outside, on maybe alone on the boundary, and then you got Kendrick and Demario Douglas working together on the other side. When you go to a 3 wide receiver set, maybe it's still just KJ and Kendrick. On the outside, if you go to a 2 receiver set, it all depends on the formation.
Yeah.
But to me, I'd slot KJ Osborn into that wide receiver 2 role. And yes, we'll allude to the Juju Smith-Schuster talk of getting cut / trade in the second.
And Thornton, man,
this is how I would stack the receiver room. You have Demario Douglas.
He was better.
Inside role,
Thornton, he was a rookie at first,
outside,
man. So I mean, everybody is at first, but I'm like.
Be called out there, and then KJ also out there.
She should step up too, man. I just don't want no injuries, man. Injuries happen, Lord. Please, no injuries.
Like that. But again, it gives you flexibility. It gives you another body in that wide receiver room. And it also gives you, the ability to dump Juju in a draft day trade or to cut him if you just don't want him around anymore or whatever.
And Douglas
the
nice
case
too.
may be. So we'll have to wait and see. I think you and I both believe that could signal his exit. They already got rid of Devontae Parker. There was chatter that one or both of those guys could get cut.
But yeah, we don't
or
need
traded,
Juju though.
in
To
this
be honest,
offseason, so we'll
we
see if
don't.
Juju's next.
Yeah, and it makes sense to get rid of Juju in this
Yeah,
scenario,
exactly.
right? Because you now have 3 wide receivers that are probably going to be in your top 4, and K.J. Osborn, Kendrick Bourne, and Demario Douglas. And then where you go from there to fill out the rest of that wide receiver room, well, you'd probably give third-year man Tyquan Thornton his last chance because he can still maybe provide you with some deep threat and gadget situations because of how fast and speedy he is. So I think I'd be willing to give him one last chance in year 3. You have Kayshon Boutte, potentially as that 6th guy, but you also have Jalen Reagor, who did some nice things down the stretch of the season.
They seem to like him as a returner.
Especially on special teams. So to me, you listed a lot of guys that this team has already. I think Juju's the man that gets cut or traded, and then his spot on this wide receiver room is likely filled by a rookie, whether it be in the 2nd or 3rd round of the NFL draft. That, to me, is how this wide receiver room is going to shake out, Harrison. If you disagree, let me know. But that's kind of how I feel like Elliott Wolf is going to finish out this receiver room with a rookie in the draft, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. And look, maybe you draft 2 rookies and Tyquan Thornton has to earn a roster spot. Who knows? I mean, it's a new regime now, so it wouldn't completely shock me depending on how all of that plays out. Hit that subscribe button. We've got you covered on all the latest Patriots news, rumors, free agency, draft coverage, and a whole lot more. And speaking of the draft, Rolly and I cooked up a mock draft that went out just a couple of hours ago. The link to this video will be pinned in the comment section. Go.
Yeah, man, we looking. We making the right moves, man. Say get another wide receiver in the draft. We just said that it'd be nice and get rid of Juju, man. No, I really personally think we don't need Juju, honestly. We'll see how it all turn out, man.